There's a couple things I learned about myself while I was traveling Southeast Asia. Number one, I never have any idea where I am at all.
Wait, which temple is this called?
Yeah.
We're at Tillman. No wait, where are we? Yes, we're at this. Where I wanted to watch today. We're gonna go to the what tower?
Number two, I make way too many of the same pop culture references.
This is where the Nick Young lives. This is the Crazy Rich Asian. Sentosa Island was in Crazy Rich Asians. Nick Young owns that yacht. This reminds me of the bridge that Balon and Euron confronted each other on. This reminds me of the scene in Game of Thrones where Euron Greyjoy.
Number three, I sound like I'm trying to prove that I did indeed go through puberty the entire time, but let's just blame that one on the microphone. In 2019, I spent 8 weeks of the summer in Southeast Asia as part of the National University of Singapore's Summer Engineering Research Internship for US and Canadian students, or SIRIUS for short. I had recently finished second year of electrical engineering at the University of Toronto, and they were the 8 most grueling months of my life so far, so I was excited for a change. 6:45 a.m., May 19th. I land in Singapore's Changi Airport. It's not your typical airport, to say the least. Stepping outside, I immediately noticed how hot and humid Singapore's climate was. ACs are fundamental. I order a Grab and make my way down to the residence, and I start vlogging.
I'm in Singapore. There's nobody around here right now. This is my room. Just get a SIM card, right? That's what they say. It's gonna be easy. Okay, but I spent 3 hours on the phone with the freaking Virgin Mobile people.
This goes on for a while.
I'm just gonna go grab food with some of these other serious people.
I find the best way of making friends is to shove a camera in their face and start recording immediately upon meeting them.
These are the other serious people. You know, when I was 13 years old, I made YouTube videos.
And by telling them about your stupid fucking YouTube channel right away. We decide to explore the city, checking out the Marina Bay Sands and the Gardens by the Bay, both of which hold stunning light shows every night. That weekend, we explored Sentosa Island, formerly a British military base during World War II. It later became a resort and an amusement park. It is also the same place that this happened.
Getting a good picture of everybody so we look nice and handsome and thin.
Beautiful.
As we were too poor to buy day pass tickets, we decided to explore all of the free attractions.
What up, Broke Boys? We're at the free Skywalk. So this is one of the only free attractions at Sentosa Island. So because we don't have any money, we're at Fort Siloso now. This is either a cool tunnel or an employee's washroom. I'm not sure which one. Mitsubishi made death planes. British surrendered to the Japanese.
At Sentosa, we also visit the Palawan Towers, the southernmost point in continental Asia.
This reminds me of the bridge that Balon and Euron are. We just crossed the bridge and now we're at the southernmost point of the continental Asia. Palawan Towers. There's the other tower. We have it here swinging, boys. Well, we're taking the bridge back to the third best hawker center in Singapore. What's your, what's it called? Your gazebo's up there. I mean,
Oh, the camcorder. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's already recording?
That's already
We grab the classic chicken rice dinner at a hawker center and then head home for the night. One of the perks of being in Southeast Asia is how cheap the plane flights are to other countries. For $122, I was able to book a round-trip ticket to Phuket, Thailand.
Go for it, dude.
Alright, we're at Phuket Airport. Don't tell my parents I'm here.
Don't tell my parents.
Now, despite this being a party capital, we decided just to go back to our hostel and go to bed for the night. The next day, we meet up for breakfast.
Guys, we're in Thailand right now. We're in Phuket. And we're at the Patong Beach right now. We're having a breakfast lunch because we're really hungover from last night.
They went hard.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, went to bed right away.
What up? Yo, and the guy just swings on. Oh, look at that shit, man.
Possibly feeling guilty about the overindulgence the previous night, we decided to take a more spiritual journey the next day. We went out and admired the Big Buddha and watched the sunset. We also saw monkeys doing this.
Alright.
Yeah, we finished off the day by grabbing street food from one of the food courts. We finished off the trip by going island hopping. I'm from Alberta, so I've never seen a beach before this.
Oh yeah, I just went snorkeling for the first time and I can't see shit.
Back in Singapore, I knew I wouldn't be satisfied until I explored every inch of the city. So I started doing that by exploring Mount Faber, as well as the treetop walk to McRitchie Reservoir.
Yeah, so why are we here on a Wednesday? Well, today is Eid.
This time we saw monkeys doing stuff that we don't need to censor.
His name's Frederick. No, he probably has an Asian name like Long Duck Dong. What if it's a carnivore? Definitely. Look at its tail.
Damn, so
This is what we saw before.
There's
We're walking a bit over 4 kilometers, so not bad. It's fucking shaking. We're on the treetop walk right now. As you can see, it is very far out.
Pro tip, if you think you brought enough water for a hike in Singapore, you are sorely mistaken. You will need to drink at least 1 liter of water for a single day hike.
This is McRitchie Reservoir.
Another weekend, we decided to take a trip to Tioman Island in Malaysia.
It is right now 6:44. We're headed to Malaysia for the weekend. To your right, it's Singapore. We're in Malaysia now officially. We're in a little town called Mersing. We're kind of stranded here because they took us too long to get here. So we missed our ferry to Tioman.
We had ample time to explore the town. We passed the time by,
Nayan wanted to go on the swing.
hero.
This town is kind of abandoned. Where is everyone? It's Saturday. As you can see, there's shit all over the ground. You'll get a disease if you swim here. You see the changing colors as you go over there. It's the 25th anniversary of OJ killing his wife. And
Does it really?
yeah, it does.
That's a nice thing to watch.
Yeah, allegedly. Alright, if we died, this is like, just follow my camcorder and this is where we ended up. We're walking along a jungle path.
This is the exact camera that they show like filming those like scary.
Oh yeah. Blair Witch Project, right? And then they'll probably joke about something like this during the movie.
Literally.
Wait, guys, what's that? I think he came from over there.
Nayan comes around the trees like smoking.
Raj, look out behind you. There is a shark.
when we finally got to the island, we had to take another ride, this time on the back of a truck.
Say hi, Christine.
Hi, in case we die.
We're riding on the back of a truck right now, so it's pretty fun.
MTV, welcome to my crib. Make it seem like a chase scene. We're being taken by the Somali pirates deeper into the forest.
Hey, this is like a 2004, okay? This is exactly.
I'd love to see 21, that's all I needed. I had my first drink.
Now, I don't think this is legal in Canada, but we arrived at our resort in one piece.
So this is one of the nicer places here. There's a restaurant here. Oh, this pool is sick. Dude, look at that. It's not open right now, but tomorrow.
Over the next few days, we did hikes.
We have to get across this raft here. By the way, we're in Tioman. What up, Chichung?
We're being taken deeper into the Somali jungle.
We're being led by our guide, Chichung.
Alright, guard.
Getting close towards the waterfall. These rocks are really fucking slippery. If I fall, I don't have a shirt on.
We took to the beaches.
Happy Father's Day.
And we also went scuba diving. Before we were allowed in the water, we had to do the pool experience, which taught us how to use the equipment safely. Now, since I don't have a GoPro, here's footage of me asking my friend how scuba diving was.
How's scuba diving for the first time?
We didn't die yet.
No, how was the pool experience?
The pool experience is nice.
Back in Singapore, I visited the Orchid Gardens.
We are at Botanical Gardens today. Oh shit, my battery's low. We're walking over here, looking at the fucking white flowers here. Yeah, there's some orange and red flowers here. So if any of you guys are botanists, please let me know what they are. This is named after Duterte. Here is a giant orchid. Is that an orchid? That's probably not an orchid.
That's a tree.
I think that's a tree.
We also took a trip to the Arts and Science Museum.
What up, guys? We're at Future World right now, and Arts Science Museum. We're exploring a different dimension. Where are we going?
We also sought out the famous chicken rice that Anthony Bourdain came and ate and sat in his very spot.
I sound like such a tourist right now. Okay. We're at a Maxwell Hawker Center in line for the chicken rice right now. Tian Tian chicken rice, most famous in Singapore. It was right where Anthony Bourdain was sitting. Probably not the same place, but like.
Hammer eat first.
Alright, so we got the papaya right here, and we got the cockle right here. So the papaya is like a spring roll, and this was like just a bunch of fruit with like nuts on top.
Strolled down Chinatown.
Alright, we're walking down Chinatown right now.
And explored the aquarium.
We're going to the aquarium right now. So we got our tickets. It's 2:07. So we plan to get here at 12. We have to wait for this guy's slow ass for half an hour. Just kidding.
I'm Indian. You guys told me noon. I was there at 12:40. Okay.
It's where that like all the small fish are cool with swimming around right next to their predators. So these are the eggs of sharks. Look at that. Imagine you have a corkscrew for an egg.
I thought they were.
So you actually want to go like diving with hammerheads?
Yes, I do.
You can watch this aquarium footage to figure out what scuba diving was like.
This manta ray has not been having a good day.
As the weeks went by, we decided it was time for another trip. This time, I paid $171 for a round trip.
What up, guys? We're going to Vietnam today. So 4 a.m. Say hi. What up, boys? We're in the Cactus Garden at like 6 a.m. right now. We got here way too early for our flight.
Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, home to a population of 8.9 million, this bustling city is the center of tradition and culture in Vietnam. It's also the place where the movie Full Metal Jacket took place, so you can see where my priorities are at.
Alright, we're balling out for our first meal. We're at a nice-ish restaurant. And look, all the food is like 85 VND, which is divided by 2 minus 4 zeros. So that's around like $5 Canadian. That's pretty good. What are you gonna get, Christine?
There's too many options. I don't know.
Oh my god, that's a classic Christine answer.
There's too many options. It's like being at the Cheesecake Factory. It's like being at the
We visited the Independence Palace, a historic landmark that was once home to the South Vietnamese president before the fall of Saigon in 1975.
This is the presidential office with this guy. National Security Chamber.
We also took a brief walk down to the War Remnants Museum, where they extensively detailed some of the atrocities committed by the American troops during the Vietnam War, or as some of the Vietnamese call it, the War of U.S. Aggression. With Buddhism being a dominant religion in Vietnam, we also saw many temples and pagodas.
So there's a B-52 bomb right under this.
That night, we explored the nightlife.
Ben Thanh Market, we're on the belly of the beast. It's no fixed prices in sight, so try out your haggling skills.
And checked into our fancy hotel, which is only $32 per person for 2 nights.
This is Vietnam, and you can see it's like the harbor here or something.
The next day, we took a trip to the Cu Chi Tunnels, the Viet Cong's operation base during the 1968 Tet Offensive.
South Vietnam Army, night time belong to communist Viet Cong, and sometimes they make the journal under military base of the U.S. Army.
We might try these later if we want. I'm gonna pay $20 US. You get to fire AK-47.
We didn't. Some of the Americans, perhaps incensed by the War Remnants Museum, thought it might be just a little bit insensitive to fire an AK-47 in this very spot. I, for one, appreciate the irony that consumerism has brought us. We watched communist propaganda about killing Americans.
With the success of killing 16 American soldiers, 3 tanks, Ba Nhi was awarded as the American Killer Hero.
And then the tour guide gave us a comprehensive look on the elaborate traps they used to kill Americans.
That stick will lead to the bring back to the base. We got souvenir trap, material trap, reflect very strong.
Note to self, never piss your Vietnamese friend off. We even got to dive into the Cu Chi Tunnels.
Take a look at Granddaddy Evie making the treacherous journey down. Because he's huge, he can do that. God, he's so big, so strong. True patriot. God bless.
It is very moist.
We're emerging from the Cu Chi Tunnels. Oh.
It's moist.
Christine thought it was very moist. The next day, we went to the Mekong Delta, a maze of rivers that flow down southern Vietnam.
Okay, so we're going to the Mekong Delta today with my boy Raj. We are at the Vinh Trong Pagoda right now. We are at the Mekong Delta. We see a lot of water coconut. Alright, Mom, this is where the actual Vietnamese go for their team building. How does this compare to Morguard team building?
We watched how cotton candy is made. We tried snake wine.
Detroit used to live in Detroit. Man, culturally appropriation.
No, I don't
White man's burden. Solidarity. Look at this Indian man. Culture appropriation.
Doesn't count, I'm brown.
Wow, 你看起来真的可爱呀.
And we even took a canoe trip down the river.
Go Raptors. Christine, say something about Canadians.
It's Canada Day, I can't. That's just inappropriate.
Oh, for the record, she's made like 9 comments today. Snarky comments.
It's actually kind of good.
We had the pleasure to be regaled with traditional Vietnamese folk songs. For our last meal in Vietnam, we decided to have pho again. Because I'm a basic bitch.
We're at Pho 2000, the most famous pho in Ho Chi Minh City. So that's where Bill Clinton was sitting when he was eating his pho. So I think it's that window over there. Bill Clinton pho, right here.
Time moved really quickly. And back in Singapore, there was always a lot to do and see, as usual. And before I knew it, I only had one more week before I had to be back in Canada. However, I knew I would come to regret it if I didn't just take one more trip.
Alright, so apparently all of the videos I've been shooting have turned out awful, so I'm gonna try to, on this last trip, to actually like slowly use my hands and like wave it around, you know, so you get a nice view of my unfolded clothes. Alright guys, we are at the Changi airport for the last time. I'm going to Bangkok today. So this is what the Changi airport looks like. What's up guys?
You notice we have like a...
Hey.
Bangkok, Thailand's most populous city and capital. While most of our group was away at an elephant sanctuary, I was way too cheap to do that, so I was exploring the city with these two, a couple.
Sneha and Tanvir in their natural habitat.
How's it going, Ife?
Yes, that's right, I was third wheeling the entire time. That's okay though, because we saw some cool sights. The Jim Thompson House.
Hi Tanvir. Say hi to the E-fans. Yeah, he liked to collect like art from like China and stuff from Thailand.
Street markets. And some temples.
We are on top of the Wat Tramit right now. You like Choi Sivan?
That's what
That's the Muslim prayer right now.
At 4 p.m., we went back to the hotel to meet the others.
Our roof of the Showstay Hotel, Bangkok right now. This asshole drank 2 martinis.
An asshole? Hey!
Wow,
It's his
Ife.
fault.
I did nothing, okay?
You ordered
I
2
suggested
martinis.
getting a martini. She
And-
got 2.
We spent the evening getting street food at a food court. And then we walked through a red light district. Now I didn't know what a red light district was until then, and just pro tip, don't take your kids here. The next day we went temple hopping. Our goal was to make it through as many temples as possible, and there were a lot of them.
What up, E-fans? We're at the Grand Palace in Bangkok right now. This is the residence of the ancient kings, and it is absolutely beautiful today. The white woman in her natural habitat.
My skin tone doesn't support the sun.
Sneha, how's your trip in Bangkok been so far?
Absolutely fabulous. As you can see, this is my crib.
We're at Wat Arun right now. How's it going? Alright guys, welcome to Yifei's Discount Bangkok Tour. This is the outside of the Wat Po because it's 200 baht to get in. So, yeah, what do you think about the Wat Po?
I don't remember the one.
Okay, apparently Kimchi says this is a market right here.
No, dumbass.
No?
This is not what she's
Okay,
talking
okay,
about.
okay. Golden Mountain. I want to try to do this in under 30 minutes. We are at the roof of the Golden Mountain. This temple right here was where they took the dead bodies. Vultures came to devour the bodies.
For our final day in Thailand, we hired a bus to take us to Ayutthaya, an ancient abandoned city outside of Bangkok.
Alright guys, we're at the Wat Yai Chaya Mongkol. This is erected to dedicate to the victory over the Burmese invasion in 1593. They named it the Temple of Great Auspicious Victory. Welcome to the temples of Mayatai. This is one of the greatest temples in Thailand, one of the oldest too, founded in 1374. It has fallen into ruin after multiple invasions by the Burmese army. We're in Thailand today and we're having a great time at Bai Sneha drink later. Yeah, so we're at one of the Wats today. Yeah, very nice view, you know. Come to Bangkok, Yifae's discount Bangkok tours. I'll take you around all the temples, we just won't go inside because I can't afford to pay. Alright, so we're watching Wat Pho Ram from the outside. It's a bit more expensive, so we're not gonna go in. Alright, so we're watching Thai TV right now. And we're having lunch. Alright, we are at Wat Chai Thanaram. Wat Chai Wathanaram.
Autistic? An autistic brother?
As the trip came to an end, I came to the startling realization that this would be the last time I would ever fly back to the Changi airport. I contemplated my future as I watched the waterfalls light show at night. For my last night in Singapore, I decided to get completely hammered and go to the club.
Last night in Singapore.
What's good, boy?
Alright, last day in Singapore. I was gonna go to Pulau Ubin by myself. But then I realized I was fucking stupid, so probably just gonna pack and then get the money people owe me. Alright, what up fam? Last day in Singapore. We're gonna go to Sentosa. Hopefully we'll make it in time for our flight. We're at Sentosa. We're on the cable ride today. Cable cars. Staring at the cable cars. In a nice 360 view. Whoa! Alright, so this is where Nick Young lives. Why did we not go here? It's probably because it's $90 per person. Yeah. George, keep annoying Christine on camera so we can know what it was like. This is what the entire series is like. Alright, we paid $1 more on our ticket for this. Alright, we got a nice breeze right here. We're gonna say goodbye to everyone because our flight's in 3 hours. So
farewell.
Say goodbye to the camera, everyone. Alright, in exactly 45 minutes we're heading to the airport, so this is this place. Spent the last money in my EasyLink on bubble tea, that's $4. This is my pass cancellation of my student visa. Wish we had like 4 more weeks, otherwise it's really cool. Alright, we're the last day of Singapore. Yeah.
Hi, Ethan!
So apparently this is the last person I'll see in Singapore, unfortunately.
You're gonna be blinded by the reflecting sun on my skin.
Goodbye, Singapore. Last meal in Singapore, customary, has to be chicken rice.
And that was it. Now watch me have an emotional breakdown back in Calgary.
Alright, this program's over and I'm back in Calgary right now. So I just slept 11 hours today. It was pretty crazy. I'm gonna deal with some severe jet lag tonight. I don't know, I just can't believe it's over, you know? What should I even do now? Like, should I, like...
Yeah, this goes on for a while. Anyway, this trip taught me so many things about how big the world is, about the importance of seizing the moment, about how different other cultures are. It gave me a completely new perspective on... You said it was a research internship, right? Did you get any work done? I